One shot. Let's begin. Boku wa Sakana. I Am a Fish by Yumeka Sumo. Translated and uploaded by Psycho Pandas, Kaza Hesto, Dangerous Pleasure, and Manga Dex. Alright. So, we're going to use the Manga Dex translation here because that's the website I'm on. And we'll look at Psycho Pandas just a bit because it's a cool name. One shot romance, boys love drama, school, slice of life. Let's begin. Um, this is where it's from. Cool. It's a secret, even from you, my most precious person. Frodo, that fish you killed with boiling water, that happened when you were in grade school, right? Don't forget about me. Not boiling water, it was tea. Tea? How did that happen? I was keeping the fish in my father's teacup, and in one careless moment, it really is something I'll never forget. So it was unforgettable. I'll be the fish from your memory. Furuto-kun, let's go home. Okay. Long hair. Don't touch him. Bye, Takao. See you tomorrow. Yeah. Go and die. I say, why am I not a woman? Huh? What? Isn't it great to be a man? Women are fussy, cry easily, and get fat. Yup. And you don't want to waste your life on a bald old man like this. What did you say, fatso? Shut up, Baldy. But Furura, can it be me? You see, I liked you first, long before she did. Oh, my heart aches. I'm going to bed early. I like you. I've liked you for a long time. I even let my hair get this long. I've almost gotten used to the way my tears flow freely. I first met him in junior high. He was the smartest student there. I heard he failed his entrance exam because he had the flu. Fodora was the only one who was always willing to hang out with an idiot like me. It seems he caught a cold again during the high school entrance exam, so he ended up in the same low-level school as me. Everyone kept yapping about how unfortunate that was, how sad it was for him. But I for one am very happy, so don't worry. Said that instead. Well then, thanks. Then he smiled at me. At that moment I thought, I love him. Chakao, telephone, it's Furuto-kun. Hello? Got sad, huh? What's wrong with these kids? Why are you calling on the house phone? 'Cause I couldn't reach your cell. Oh, I see. The battery probably died. Were you already asleep? Nope, not at all. I thought I might need to apologize for how we left school today. No, it's fine. Actually, it wasn't fine, but it's okay now. Well, I guess that's it. See you. Oh, Furuda! Don't hang up. I still want to. What? Hear your voice. Yeah, that's it. Out of all the guys, who do you like the most? Shit. I actually asked him. Uh, um, Forget what I just. You. Hello? To Cal? Oh, thanks. Oh, I feel all weak. Good night, Furuya. Just like that fish floating in the teacup. I would surely be crying today. Doop, doop, doop. He's the one you like the most, and not just out of all the guys, right? Isn't that right, Furuya-kun? I know that. On the day of the entrance exam, you were late on purpose, weren't you? I saw you wasted time in that convenience store. So what? And you realized that I knew, didn't you? Furuya-kun, that's why you were willing to go out with me, to silence me. Please, don't ever forget me, because I'll be the fish from your memory. Ah, I'm still shaking. It doesn't really matter what he meant really by it. You. Again. Thank you, ears. I'm happy, so I won't think too deeply about it. If you get married someday, and if the woman by your side has long hair, no matter how angry I got, I'd never kill her or anything like that, because if I ended up in prison, I wouldn't be able to see you. So I won't do anything that stupid. It's okay with me, really. It's just that I wouldn't do something like that, but I just want to say, I will never let you go. Never. That the one who cries the most for thinking of you is me. Boku wa Sakana. Okay. Let's see what the cycle panel translation is like. The secret information who matters to me the most. When you're in grade school, it's not tea, it was boiling water. Kept my old man's teacup. I was thinking by mistake. Okay. Won't forget it. Long hair. Don't touch him. Sure. Die. Isn't it good to be a man? Woman or fussy cries who just get fat. Right. Okay. Bald men. I guess this is pretty much just the same. Well, I mean, most of these translators are the same. It just depends what type of liberties you want to take with the translation. And I don't mean liberties as in like you're changing the story, but whenever you're interpreting a new language, how do you translate it is a big key component of it, right? So let's see. I like him. Were you sleeping? Um, who do you like the most out of all the guys? Forget what I just. Hello, you to cow. Okay. Yeah, I think this is basically the same translation, with like just a small little difference here, right? Um. Okay, I think that's reasonable. Yeah, this is cute. I like this as a series here. Um, and it's like, gosh, when was this made? 2005? Yeah, that seems about right. So, one of the things I mention, more pretty often in this channel, because, we do read a lot of LGBTQ stuff here, is that, like, gay marriage is a relatively recent thing in Japan. I think it's like, what, 5, 6, 7 years here? And if I had to guess here, and this is just me guessing without doing any research or anything, there's probably is a certain stigma associated with that culture because it is much more conservative in these respects here, although liberating in other respects, right? So yeah, it's conservative, and even in America, we're relatively accepting with the LGBTQ community. It's also just like coming out or doing this is not readily accepted. Well, in some places it is, some it isn't. It really depends where you are, right? Like here in the city I live, it's very accepting, right? Although you do have communities where it's not quite as true. So when it comes to the story, um, I like it too. I like it, and I find it interesting that and I don't know like how gay relationships work, but he says, hey, like you could be the man and I could be the woman of the relationship, right? That's why he's gonna grow his hair, try to be like her, so that way he can like fulfill that role. And he's like trying to become more feminine in those respects here, right? So that way he could fill the more feminine role of like a relationship traditionally speaking. Now, I wonder too, because again, I don't know. Aren't there like tops and bottoms and stuff, or like people who are more aggressive, people who are more whatever? I don't know. I'm not. I never go that deeply here. It's just like, oh, that's your lifestyle. Cool, cool, cool. And so, I wonder too, and it's interesting. It's like, hey, do you want to be a woman who's a little bit more, sad, sensitive, this, that, and the other, or do you want to be bald? And one of the things I do appreciate about this too is that, well, also hair being long, I do have long hair, even if you can't necessarily see it. I just shave the sides, see? That I do appreciate this too is that when he says, I've gotten used to the way my tears flow freely. And that is something that I like work on consistently or have. Like I am a very emotional guy. For better, for worse, you know. And you know, I cry a lot. Absolutely. I cry very frequently on this channel here, on these videos here. You know, sometimes because the story is emotional, because the character needs to cry themselves, right? I'm okay, let me cry. And so that is something that I appreciate, that like, you know, I could try to be more sensitive, more in tune with everything here. Although this guy, he's the smartest person, but him failing to entrance exams is like, oh, come on, my guy, come on. For like love, it is romantic in that aspect that you're willing to go and do that for somebody. You're not choosing a different life. But they're really, really young, aren't they? Just in like high school? Or is it middle school, right? I'm pretty sure it's just, right? Wasn't it high school? Because he's a smart guy here. Yeah, during the high school entrance exam. And like, you know, if you spend the rest of your life with them, it's a win, of course, here. But they're like 14, 15. I mean, you know, I'm nearly twice their age. And with respect to that, it's like, huh, you experience a lot, right? Going through all avenues of life. It's like, oh, okay. But you know, this is fantasy, this is romance here. And so, okay, it's good. And then it's like interesting that like, hey, you'll never forget that your fish died. You killed your fish. And I want to be like that fish because I always wanna be with you. I always want that memory. It is a wonderfully dark yet appropriate thing. Like I can understand that, and it's like so morbid. It's like, hey, you remember that pet you killed? I want to be like that pet you killed because I never want you to forget me, please. And then it's the you know that's the sweet thing, but then the person is probably thinking like, oh, it's like, oh shit, he knows I'm a killer. He knows I'm a murderer. He's gonna remind me forever that I killed my pet. Because you know, if you kill your pet, even on accident, like it's like that sticks with you, I'm sure. You're like, dang, you want to remind me of my dead pet? Thank you. Um, and then this one here, right, which is interesting. And gosh, she is tiny. This guy is huge. She's like just on like one. She is just on one leg there. Dang, dang, she's tiny. Like, how is that? How is that a thing? They don't even. I guess they're a head apart, but dang. That is impressive, an impressive size difference, you know? Um, yeah. Okay. And it's interesting, right? Because it's like, I will never let you go. Never. And it's like, huh. Because this does hint at like what's gonna happen next. And you know, this is a one shot, so we'll never see what happens next. But is she's like, hey, I love you. I will never let you go. And really, it's up to this guy to determine like what's gonna happen, because you know she understands that like he's gay and like he probably can't come out of this and the other's like no no no, but like I want you, and because of that I will keep you because you're gonna treat me right, this that and the other. He's still gonna be like a pretty stand up guy, I imagine, you know, and pretty successful, you know, we within this context of this comic here, and you know, he'll still do everything and live the life he chooses. Even though with him, you know, he is very much in love with this guy. And like, who knows what's gonna happen? Maybe this is gonna be like they get married and then he has an affair with him, and this, that, and the other, and who knows, right? But it does provide an interesting premise about what's gonna happen in the future for this comic, and I think it's a nice layer. This doesn't have the most wholesome ending compared to other things that we read in this channel, but I really don't mind that because we do need some variety every now and then. And for this to end essentially with a love triangle, and the antagonist is society, is interesting. And it's a good premise, I think, for this. Of course, maybe I just don't read enough shoujo, but I think that this is an interesting thing to go on. And it could be an actual series. I think it could be. I wouldn't be surprised if it was, you know, if he based one of his works on this here, you know. Um, oh, it's okay. It's a her. For shoujo works, this one here, and a lot of Doshenshi here. Not satisfied with what she has done, but is grateful with the people she works with. She's rumored to be a lead artist Studio Ghibli. That's cool and good for her. But yeah, I like this watch. I think it's interesting, and for her to publish so many works and keep going work for potentially Studio Ghibli, that's really cool. And it seems like she does a whole lot of varieties here, right? Like we see, I guess they're all romance actually. Now that I look at them, I was like, look, we got history. Look, we got school, and then we got this, and then like this one looks funny and supernatural, but it's like, oh right, most of these are romance. That's fine. So I guess that's it, everybody. I am feeling a little bit better, so maybe this boy's love was the medicine I needed, right, in order to feel better, to get over my sickness. I'm not perfect yet, not 100%, but like I'm getting over whatever I'm getting slowly. Maybe like 2 or 3 more days of minor things, but I'll be good. Thank you for wishing me the best of wishes, or the best of health. So all that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for being more, y'all. Peace out.